First and foremost, I'm really proud of my team. This was a heck of a win for us against a good team that's given everyone problems. They're long, they're athletic, they're talented, and I think Damon and the staff have done an outstanding job. Our guys were tough, man. Like, we stepped up and made plays. We didn't get off to a good start to start the second half. I was really proud of the fact that we changed it right away after the timeout. And we got back to playing with the force, the toughness, and the togetherness that's necessary for us to be a good basketball team. And then our guys stepped up and made plays, man, down the stretch. You know, both teams made huge plays. I mean, big-time shots. It was like we were matching each other. We'd hit a three, they'd come down and hit a big shot. You know, we hit another one, they'd come down and make one, and we hit another one, and finally we were able to get a deflection on the last one and come up with the rebound. So really proud of our guys. We had some guys step up. I thought Guillermo in the second half was unbelievable. Just his energy, his poise. I thought he was really, really good. And I thought Ish was really good in the second half. You know, driving the basketball, playing through contact, finishing, getting to the free throw line. I thought Zach Alston had a great floor game. You know, he really, really did some good things defensively. And then those two freshman guards, man, stepped up and made plays throughout. So really proud of our team. To be able to get back-to-back road wins in this league is something we don't take lightly. And we look forward to having safe travels home.
Jeff, Oh, it's on? Okay. Road games, right? Jeff, you kind of talked about it with Guillermo there, but when you mentioned the changes you guys made in that first time out in the second half, can you just talk a little bit more about the impact Guillermo had in all those changes?
Yeah, he had a huge, a huge impact. You know, he's long defensively, so he's able to affect some things around the basket. He got some deflections. He made it tough for Dongo to get deep in the post. You know, we changed what we did defensively. We ran at him. We, doubled him a little bit, tried to give him a different look. Then offensively, Guillermo can stretch the floor, and he made two huge threes for us. They were in deep drop. At times they were, kind of like they were hedging hard and then switching. We were able to take advantage of that with him, hitting those two threes.
And then just on the note of your bench in general, I mean, they have a pretty deep bench. I think they had like four different guys average 15 minutes or more. Was that a focus? Did you kind of have that emphasis knowing that, hey, they're going to have a big impact with their reserves? Ish, Guillermo, we need something from you guys tonight.
Well, I mean, we always need something from those guys, and those guys have produced for us, and all of them. I have confidence in all of them. Every guy we have on our bench, when their number's called, I think they'll be ready to step up and give us great minutes. Tonight it just happened to be Guillermo and Ish. Those guys really stepped up and did some good stuff for us.
It seemed like your older players kind of bodied up some of the freshmen from Tech, George and Bai, and in the paint as well. Just was that approach that you wanted to go into the game, being more physical, trying to use that maybe age physicality difference?
Well, we wanted to give him different looks. He is really good. I've been impressed with him on tape, with Dongo on tape, and seeing him live, even more impressed. I think he's going to be a really, really good player. We wanted to give him different looks. Like, we're not the most physical team, but we thought, giving a freshman different looks could maybe confuse him or slow him down a little bit, make him think a little bit. When you have to think, you're not as instinctive, and he's really, really good when he's instinctive. I thought our ball screen defense was really good. They ball screen more than anyone in our league. I thought we had active hands. We were able to take away some of their angles to throw the ball off of short rolls and things like that. And then at times we did body up down there in the post and made some things difficult for them.
How big is it for your team to have a freshman like Carrington be able to take over a game like he did?
Yeah, well, he's very talented. I think all of our freshmen are, but at the end when they went zone, he come out of a timeout, he hits a pull-up jump shot off of a ball screen. They stay in the zone, comes back, they defend the ball screen. He makes a pass to Jalen. Jalen hits a three. So freshman to freshman. We come back again. He makes a heck of a pass to Ish, and Ish hits a three. So to be able in that moment, we wanted the basketball in his hands because we felt like he could make reads and make plays. But I thought Jalen did too. He had a heck of a drive and a finish, got to the free throw line. I just thought our guards, Ish, Bub, and Jalen really showed great poise. We knew they were going to press at the end. Those guys did a really good job of getting the ball in. We got it to our better free throw shooters, and those guys stepped up and made free throws.
On the note of poise, it seemed like the turnovers, which had been a problem for the first 30 minutes, really kind of stopped in that back end of the second half. Is that just better execution? Is that scheme, a little bit of both?
Well, I thought we were sped up in the first half, and we weren't as strong. You know, all season long, we've done a really good job of valuing the basketball. We had 8 turnovers in the first half. That's not like us. And so I thought it came from a combination of us not being strong, us not being together. We were trying to force some things. They were heavy help. We were trying to punch the gaps in the help instead of getting off the basketball. I thought in the second half we did a much better job of that.
What can you say about Zach's effort today? I mean, it looked like he made some plays that won't show up on the stat sheet, but were
unbelievable plays. 4 assists and 1 turnover. He had a heck of a play where he saved the ball in the second half, and we ended up getting a shot right at the buzzer. Steals, you know, really good defense. Zach's a guy that his value doesn't show up necessarily in points, and he can score. But his value shows up in his ability to impact the game in so many different ways, and he did a great job of that tonight. Yeah, get him. Go ahead.
Just having a game where it goes, just having a game that goes back and forth. You talked about Guillermo's play. Did you feel like, was there any possession or span of possessions that was just the changing point where you all were able to take over?
I thought when we came out of the timeout, you know, in the second half, the first time out, I thought we played with the force that's necessary, the toughness and the togetherness. Sometimes you got to snap out of it. You know, and fortunately we were able to snap out of it. I got on them pretty good. And, you know, the sign of a good team is that you can get out of it. And hopefully we're becoming a good team. You know, these 2 games have been really good for us. You know, to come on the road and get back-to-back road wins has been really, really good for us. We have 1 more during this stretch, and hopefully we can take advantage of that. All right, see you guys.